If my hometown Perth is known for one thing, it's this: curling. My hometown loves curling, home to the World Curling Federation, multiple Winter Olympic champions, and a flower bed that's made into the shape of a curling stone. It had to be something I tried. Plus, it's known as the roaring game because of the sound that the curling stones make on the ice. So I headed down to the Jurors Centre in Perth, where Curling Development Officer Anne-Marie Davidson was going to show me why this town loves curling just so much. But first of all, like any sport, I had to start with a good old warm-up. As you can see, I was really nervous of slipping on the ice, but it actually wasn't very slippery. And this is because curling ice is different than the ice you'd normally get on an ice rink. So of course, ice is normally flat and smooth, and when it melts a little bit or a little bit of moisture gets on it, it makes it really, really slippery. Curling ice is pebbled ice, where little droplets of water are frozen on top to make it bumpy, kind of like the top of tiny little Lego bricks. This makes it less slippery, but also reduces the surface area of the ice on the curling stone, which means that there's less friction, which also means the curler can control the stone better. Once I had realised it wasn't as treacherous as it looked, Anne-Marie explained how to deliver a curling stone and showed me some of the equipment. First, we had the hack, a little block that you use to push off. Your slippy foot allows you to glide across the ice. Now, professional curlers have special shoes with one grippy sole and one slidey sole, but a beginner like me can use a slider that you place under the foot. Anne-Marie also gave me a stabilizer. Now, I don't think actual professional curlers use this, but use their broom to help them balance. And of course, the 20-kilogram granite curling stone.
So you're going to line up your left foot, you just follow the centre line, step onto your slippy foot, and then all you're doing is sit flat. Your shoulders nice and level. So we do ready, steady, go. So ready, steady, then go.
Anne-Marie glided across the ice with grace and ease, but I was pretty sure it wasn't that easy.
So, grippy foot, right in the hack, so you can put it down like as low as you want, wherever you feel comfortable. No, like here. So I tend to be, sort of there, right? Scary slippy foot, right? Step on your slippy sole. It is slippery. So, ready, it's lifting your bottom up. Yeah. Steady, legs and arms back. Sit tight, and then go slide forward. Okay.
Grace and ease. Maybe I just needed another go.
How did that feel, Beth?
Yes! Once I had learnt to deliver the stone, I had to learn to curl it by rotating the handle as I let it go. This rotation allows the path of the stone to bend, which means the curler has control over where the stone goes.
So if you line up with the black line on the barrier, turn the handle towards 2 o'clock. I always think start on knuckles up and then turn it back to 12 and then I'll do fingers up. Okay. Knuckles to palm, knuckles to palm.
It's like a black car.
Straight with that black line.
of what was required.
We all make mistakes. Even the good curlers all make mistakes, so don't worry. Better. Hit the barrier.
I've hit the barrier. It's actually quite hard on the old thighs. All that leaning.
I mean, you're consistent. Love that.
I hit off another one.
And I started to get the hang of it.
I think this is not bad again, you know?
It's all about the yellow stones.
It's that face of concentration.
I tried to be delicate and I went too far.
Look at that. Look at this. That's beautiful.
Yes!
Beautiful.
Celebration!
I was starting to understand how to deliver, but how do you actually play? Well, curling is known as chess on ice. It's a tactical game with 2 teams of 4 players. At the end of a curling rink, there are circular targets known as the house. Every team member delivers 2 stones. The aim is to push your curling stone down the 34-metre sheet of ice, and by the end of a round have your team's stones closer to the button, which is the centre of the target, than your opponent's stones. Any stone closer to the button than an opponent's stone gets a point, as long as it's in the house. As I said, it's a very tactical game and the stones have to be delivered in a specific order. The first 2 stones are delivered by the lead, who normally aims to deliver the stones in the house. The second set of stones are delivered by the second, who usually lands them short of the house to block an opponent. Next is the third, whose job it is to bash the other team's stones out the way without knocking their own stones out of play. And finally, it's the turn of the skip, who is the captain of the team, and they are responsible for delivering the last 2 stones and trying to score as many points as possible. But what's with all the sweeping?
Got it?
So sweeping is all about trying to help the stone either travel further or on a slightly straighter path. 3 commands for sweeping.
Yes.
1 is clean, so that's basically leading or tickle. Some people will shout sweep, okay, so it's a wee bit harder, and then you'll hear them yelling hard or hurry, and you want to really go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Ready to have a go?
Yeah.
Sweep. A bit cleaning, a wee bit heavier. Okay, up. Okay, hard. Harder. All the way. Up. Okay. And at that point, soft. Do you think that you could be able to keep up with the stone? Okay, I'll try.
Got your synthetic sweeper in hand.
I've got my synthetic sweeper and I'm ready.
Give that sweep, then sweep, sweep, sweep.
After all that hard work, Anne-Marie set me a challenge. Could I deliver a stone in the house?
How's that?
Challenge achieved. Some good sweeping from Anne-Marie.
I loved learning about my hometown's favourite sport, and although I might not be the most natural curler in the world, I think it's a sport that really anyone can get involved in, and I think I'm going to be bringing my sisters along to Jura's ice rink to give it a go and challenge them to a match. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and thank my patrons, because if it wasn't for the patrons, this channel would not happen, so I have to thank you guys so much. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, go to patreon.com/Beth Roars, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.